Okay, here we are, here we are, here we are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. First card is the perspective card. This is a major arcana card. And the perspective card is really very interesting. I want to try to hold the cards here. That way, if anyone comes out the door, you won't see, they won't be on the screen. The perspective card is telling you to take another look. You know, I didn't check the volume. Yeah, okay. The perspective card is telling you to take another look at a particular situation. So what's going to happen here is, think of it this way. You go into meditation because you have an issue that you want to clear up. Meditation is where and when you get into the stillness of who you truly are, of who you really are. When you come out of that meditation, you are in a different state. As long as there was stillness, you were in meditation. If you just went in to relax, that ain't it, because that is not where the answers that you seek lie. So basically, you go into meditation, you come out of it, and you are in a particular state, beautifully aligned. And it is there that you can look at the situation, as the perspective card is telling you that you need to do. Look at the situation with fresh eyes, without judgment. When you look at a situation or the particular situation without judgment, you will definitely see what you didn't before. You will definitely see something new, and it is going to help you perhaps come up with other possibilities. Gosh, I don't know how to hold the card. Yeah, okay, here is better. But because of the screen, oh god, the laptop screens, so far they're all one-sided, so I can never identify exactly. Yeah, they're always opposite, so I move my head like this. Okay, this is irritating. Basically, you just need to relax into it, chill out, and go with the flow. Because when you see the other possibility that perhaps you hadn't before, that is going to spur you on to do away, to get rid of all that is not productive in your life. With all the hanging threads, you need to clip them, get them out of your life in order to move forward smoothly. What does the book say that's typical? No. Yes, allow your intuition, which I think is what I already said. Allow your intuition to guide you as you settle into that beautiful energy after meditation. This is all about starting anew. This is starting fresh. And in order to do that with a clean slate, beautiful souls, you need to be able to see what is there and accept it. No judgment whatsoever. The next card is also a major arcana card, and this is the balance card. Now what is interesting is with this balance card, let me bring it closer to the screen. With this balance card, it is showing you that a window, see the beautiful gold on the screen, on the card, and on both sides, it is showing you that there is a wide open window of possibility. And the stele in the middle is your intuition coupled with your intellect that is going to take you forward, up, and out. It is also going to cut through the crap and the heaviness in the atmosphere, which is symbolized by this brown heaviness there. You will be able to pierce through it to see the truth of what is. So this is basically again reinforcing the message from the previous card to rest in the fullness of life, take action in a well thought out manner, not being hasty or in a knee-jerk reaction. Everything must be steady, thought out, intelligent, inspired action. That's the word. Intelligent, inspired action. This is where trust must come into it. You have to trust what you know when you don't know how you know it, because that is your inner guidance. Oh, I thought it was Joy. I just heard a dog cry, which woke up the dog. So this is a beautiful message. You do have to create balance between, all right, you do have to create balance between work and play. You need to have patience. There is no need to rush. Everything is settling into place for you. Joy. Aye. Let's see, what does the book say? You need to create harmony in all things. This is what the perspective card was also sharing. When you look at things differently, as Wayne Dyer has always said, those things change. That was the perspective card, and now you are seeing the same thing. So create harmony throughout and make time for meditation to maintain the connection. Go into what I call your inner well of stillness. So that's the second card. Because when you create harmony within, it is reflected outside of you. Alright? As within, so without. The next card in the reading for this week, I get 2 of C. And 2 of C is about the start of a new relationship, a love relationship, a partnership, where you will not only feel satisfied, you will also feel supported, validated, and uplifted. Notice the alignment of the 2 figures on the card. They are perfectly aligned, and basically what this is saying is one. This is a situation of oneness. That's interesting. That's the word that came to mind. The 2 figures here, one is a reflection of the other, and it is the electrical connection, vibration. That's the better word. It is the vibration that will end, because the purple is the electric field, but I also see it as the quantum field, and it is this vibration that will draw the 2 together, because like will attract like. When you look across that sea of possibilities, Joy, aye, stop. This is where the magic begins. Now the partnership could be anything actually. It could be business, it could be an intimate relationship, it could be a work relationship. Whatever it is there to support you, uplift you, and help you connect. So this is where you are asked again. It's always this line to reflect on how you couple with colleagues, your spouse, your pets, your children, your community. How does that work? How does that go? Is there something that you need to change or modify, adjust? This is a card that speaks of new commitments. The yin and yang. There can be no black without white. There can be no heat without cold, and that sort of stuff. This is the duality. You also must remember that when it comes to if it's a new relationship, which involves healing, all relationships require boundaries. Everyone basically needs their space. That is called respect. It is something that is not typical in many relationships because one party always wants, and that can never work long term. What else is there to say? I think that's it actually for this card. It is a sea of purple. Communication. There's quite a bit of blue in here as well. The river is flowing. The river of life is flowing. Communication is very important in order to be understood. Please communicate and stop. That's what I should say. Stop acting as if the other person is going to know how you feel when you have not expressed yourself verbally. I know about that and how devastating and destructive it is. Not can be, it is. Because I grew up in a family like that, where it's either blame for something that they perceive but they will never tell you. And when it does come out, it is always pointing fingers and blaming, when in fact you had no clue or you were the innocent. But because of the mindset, it's always pointing fingers and blaming, instead of saying, well, such and such happened and I'm really pissed off. I didn't like the way you did whatever, whether you said something or acted in a particular way. Which is why I cannot emphasize the importance of communication. Speak your feelings. The next card in the deck, in the reading for today, is the Earth Shaman. The Earth Shaman is the boss. The Earth Shaman is the master. If you are not grounded, you're going to be flying all over the place, and the winds are just going to blow you hither and thither and yon. Then you're going to be lost. You definitely have to connect with Mother Earth. You have to be grounded. Find the means to ground yourself in order to make proper progress and not be blown about by someone's anger, or irritation or someone's sadness where you are pulled in and all that sort of stuff. Everyone. That's very interesting. You notice the dog barking, huh? Okay. This card is telling you that you need to tap into the earth, to the trees, to nature, to settle in to who you really are. You need to tap in and pull up that discipline that you have let fall by the wayside at times. You got to be able to provide for yourself. You are a leader and you know how to create abundance. It's just that sometimes you don't, or you forget because you become so involved in your emotions that just carry you all over the place. Um, this in the background, yes, is one of the famous redwood trees. You can't get any more grounded, rooted, or powerful than that, beautiful souls. This is one of the famous redwoods. And that is telling you that you can do a vision quest and go inside to your inner well of stillness. Stay right there. Stay there. In order to communicate with the powers that be, with all the elementals. In addition to which, everyone has a power animal or more. I have a lot. And you can connect with this spirit to get guidance. This animal protector can take you on the journey where you need to go to get your questions answered. This is part of nature of Mother Earth. We have all 4 cardinal points, and we have spirit animals that can take you to any cardinal point here on this planet or further on. Why did I say that? I have no idea. But you can travel between worlds as I have and as I used to do to get guidance. You need to maintain the connection with Mother Earth, otherwise you're just gonna be too distracted. You will not be grounded, and you will be unable to complete your tasks as you need to. I feel that this is for somebody or somebody's in particular. It's all about cleansing as well, so perhaps you need to do a ceremony, whether it's a drum circle, whether it's dancing, whether it's saging. Cleansing is also required in your ceremony or your ritual as you connect with Mother Earth again on your journey quest. The next card in the deck, I have 2 more actually, after this one. This is 3 of Fire, and this doesn't really surprise me because 3 of Fire again is talking about new opportunities. So we began with the Perspective card, and we went to Balance, and then throughout where you are instructed to do the things that are necessary that will get you to this point, because you are on a journey not only of enlightenment but also new beginnings. In order to make a fresh start, you have to look with new eyes, you have to be balanced, you have to be clear, and this is telling you that the energy that was created, is now coming to fruition. Think of it as seeds planted long ago that are now sprouting. choices will be presented to you, and you can use those choices in a very creative manner. You can make your choices. No, that's what I should say. You can make your choices in a very creative manner indeed. You are at a crossroads. There's a lot of movement here because you have one foot into, you are now straddling a timeline, a dimension, and you have one leg in the third dimension and the other in the fifth. All right, not even the fourth. So some of you are definitely um, anchored here with one foot or one leg, but traveling elsewhere, which is perfectly fine. Your work is in progress. As I said, you definitely are at a crossroads, and it is time to take chances. Collaborate with others. Plan ahead. What do you see for your life in 5 years, 10 years? This is where you need to be going. You need to think big and bold, and you need to take action in the direction of those plans and goals. The end is arriving soon, sooner than you think. And when I say the end, I mean the ending of the closing of an old chapter. It's going to take you by surprise. You need to trust. You need to trust your instincts, your intuition, and prepare yourself for the new opportunities that will be coming to you. This card, Three of Fire, is all about looking to the future. The orange and gold, all the orange and golds in the card, they are all about creativity as you move forward. Everything is pointing to a drastic change, a big change, a new life. Plan, prepare. And let me tell you all something, as I keep repeating. There is no such thing as luck. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Prepare yourself. Know what you want. Decide what you want. Decide to go with it. This is where you do have to trust yourself. You do have to trust your intuition, or your instinct, as some call it. The second to last card for this vibe of the week is Wind Sprite. Wind Sprite says, Wind Sprite is a curious creature, lots of energy, very, very curious about everything, with a very young heart, which means lots of dreams that you want to bring to fruition. This card is all about new ideas, fresh starts again, and passionate dreams. There is, as I'm sure you all realize, for the past 3 weeks, it's all about new beginnings, fresh starts, and it is fast approaching. All right, so you gotta take charge. Oh gosh, you gotta take charge of your life. You gotta decide what you want, when you want it, when it arrives, how you're gonna deal with it, what you're gonna do. This is about growth. I'm looking at the book here. This is about growth as well. So while you are impatiently dreaming your dreams, that's the little girl in you. And this is definitely feminine. This is a feminine energy. While you are dreaming your dreams and you are feeling very impatient, it does mean that you need to step back. The adult in you needs to take charge. Because we all can't go wee and everything is fine and hunky-dory, and then when reality hits, it hits the fan. All right, that's not what we want. What we want is clear and focused goals. What we want is a plan of action. What we want is holding on to your dream and not getting defensive when someone questions you or pokes a hole in your creation. This is going to happen consciously and unconsciously depending on your environment. Is there anything else in the book? You find answers by asking a lot of questions. And just remember, this is important. This is what what just popped from the book. There is no need to get defensive about anyone who questions anything that you do, because you, you, and you, and you, and you, and you have no one to answer to except yourself. It is important to remember that and to recognize that and accept that. You answer to you. You have no explanation to give to anyone, because as soon as you begin with explanations, those who do not vibrate on the same energetic level with you, those who are not in sync with you, let's put it like that, they are going to want to put their spanner in the wheel. Your business is not anybody else's. You have nothing to prove. Keep that in mind, okay? And the last card is Ten of Wind. And I neglected to say, for those who are new, wind is all about the thoughts. So while the previous card, what's it? Wind Sprite. Yeah, you know, the thoughts are flying here and there. Yeah, that's right. They're moving so fast that you can't barely catch them because you're so excited, you're so passionate, you know, you want to do this and you want to do that, etc., etc. That is when your thoughts are in control of you. And you have to take charge from the little girl, your inner girl, who is so excited about the new opportunities coming and the fresh starts. You, the adult, have to take charge and pull back and say, okay, let's look at it and let's handle it in this manner, as when 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C, etc., etc. So we come to the final card in the reading, and it's Ten of Wind. Ten of Wind, I've been getting Ten of Wind for quite a while now, within individual readings and also on here. So before I end with this card, let me just say that I want to remind you all that I'm on Fiverr now as Catherine Intuit, CATHERINE INTUIT, Intuit as in intuitive. It's one word. The link is below this video, and I am offering phenomenal shamanic tarot readings, dragon energy healings, and for me, most importantly, intuitive coaching for women caretakers who are feeling burnt out, and overwhelmed. Since I was in that position, I can relate, and it is important that women get the help and support that they need, because 80% of women in the USA are caretakers, caregivers, I should say, and it's 70% in the UK. It's 71% globally. That is women who are caregivers. That's a very hard road to travel, and they all need help. Alright, so check me out on Fiverr. Alright, so the last card in the deck is Ten of Wind. I'm going to hold it like this so that you see exactly what is coming. It has already begun. You should be getting inklings of the arrival of the new. I've been talking about it for a while, and this is the pictorial or pictorial version. New sparkling shores are rolling in to cover the dark, the heavy that you have been living for a long time. 10 is the number for new beginnings. The wind is saying that just like sail on a ship, steady, steady as she goes, your mind is calm. You are focused. Things may go up and down. However, you are good to go. You are settled in because you are doing the work on yourself. And to read the words exactly as they are on the card, golden shores of new light begin to awaken your thoughts. That's the wind. It's called hope. It means trusting in source, the universe, creator source, God, Allah, Buddha, whatever it is. The golden light. I wonder if you can see it if I bring the card closer. No, particularly because of the sunlight here actually. But in here, all the light in the white space, it's actually yellow. And that's what you have been living through and experiencing for quite a while. This heavy darkness with the peaks and then the plummeting, etc. That's about to change in a big way. So the card says the nightmare is over. Pain and suffering are transitioning into hope. That's what it's all about, beautiful souls. So it is time to let go and allow spirit to carry you away on gentle breezes. You have come to the end of an extreme cycle, and change is in the wind. The book says a fresh perspective arrives on the vista as you slowly move from the head into the heart and find peace. That is beautiful. And would you believe, in the 4 years that I have been, 5, that I've been using Dream Dust, I have never seen that sentence until today. So let me reread it again for you. A fresh perspective arrives on the vista as you slowly move from the head into the heart and you find peace. And when that happens, beautiful souls, it's magical. So on that note, I'm going to say ciao.